We have air bubbles in our brake line, so I'm going to show you how to remove all the air bubbles and bleed these in a proper sequence so you don't ruin your master cylinder. Let's get started. So the first thing you want to do is locate your brake reservoir, which ours is right here. All you're going to do is open it, and then you just put the cap on just like that. And I'll leave a full inventory of all the tools that I use towards the end. Let's keep going. So the next thing you want to do is pop your tire off. We need a 19 millimeter for ours. Yours is going to be different, but let's get this tire off. Go ahead and grab a drain pan, slide it underneath, and let's keep going. All right, so once you pop the tire off, you're gonna locate your bleeder screw, which is right here, and it usually has this rubber piece on it. We're just gonna pop that off, and then it exposes your bleeder screw. These are usually 10 millimeter, 8 millimeter, or 9 millimeter. Find out what yours is, grab it, and let's keep going. So I like to grab a socket and ratchet because sometimes these bleeder screws can be a little tight, and I don't wanna strip them using a combination wrench, so I just like to break it loose, and then I go from there. So boom, broken loose, and now we can use the combination wrench for the rest of the way. So they sell these brake bleeder kits at any auto parts store, and what you're gonna wanna grab from them is this silicone tubing, and then whichever boot that fits your bleeder screw. Like this one right here is the medium one, and it fits perfectly. But if you don't have this and all you have is a silicone tubing, you can use that too because it fits over it perfectly. Bam. And that's actually how I use it, just like that. I don't use any of the boots that come with it. So let's keep going. So now that you got somebody inside the vehicle, what you're going to want them to do is pump this brake pedal 3 or 4 times. And on the last time, they're going to hold it. You're going to open the brake bleeder, and then this pedal's going to hit the ground. But don't let it go until you close the brake bleeder valve. All right, so this is what it's going to look like on this side. So once you open it, what you want is no bubbles in this lines. And then once you see no bubbles, you can go ahead and close it and then have them repeat this process. If you keep seeing bubbles, then you got to keep repeating the process. You don't want any air bubbles in the system. All right, so as you're doing this, you want to take a moment every few times to go ahead and check your brake reservoir and make sure it's not going below the minimum, because then you're going to suck in air and you're going to have to do it all over again, and you can potentially mess up the master cylinder. There is a proper order on how to bleed these brakes. You want to start from the furthest to the closest to the master cylinder. So that would look like the rear passenger, rear driver, passenger, and then driver. That's the proper way to bleed these brakes. So once we remove all the air bubbles out of that bad boy, we could take our little silicone tubing off, and then we can go ahead and tighten this up. You just want this bad boy nice and snug. You don't need it to be super hawk tight. All right, so the tools you're gonna need for this job is going to be a 10 millimeter combination wrench, 10 millimeter socket, 19 millimeter deep socket, a ratchet, some silicone tubing, an impact, your actual brake fluid, drain pan to catch any loose fluid, jack stand, and your jack. I'll leave a link in the description to everything that I used. Let's keep going. And we tighten that bad boy up. Now all you gotta do is put the little cover back on, move this out of the way, and let's start putting everything back together. So all that's left is to top it off with some .3 or .4, whatever yours takes, and make sure your reservoir is nice and full and capped. And just like that, you bled all your brakes. Always remember, if I can fix it, you can fix it.